right. Even though they say, starting is the very first step, believing is actually, what will get you to start. With that, it's the conversation on TOS Television Network, your digital first Pan-African news network. And as always, we're reaching you from Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. Today is Friday, and today's episode of the show promises to be very interesting. I promise you that. My name is Adesuwa Osuyi.
It's Friday again. My name is Merciful Ejinomo. Thank you so much for joining us. I was just dancing, right?
Of course. It's Friday. So
I know it's your best day of the week.
Always.
I know you're looking forward to the chills, to rest. Of course, the adventure and the exercise and everything.
That's part of it.
I mean, it's Friday, so we have to just be happy.
Just unwind and
How you doing?
Chilled. I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. As you can see.
Of course. All right, so we move straight into the stories from across Africa, and we're starting with Tanzania. So, the gunman who killed 4 people on a rampage near the French embassy in Tanzania's main city, Dar es Salaam, last week before being shot dead was a terrorist, the Tanzania police has said. In the August 25 attack, Hamza Mohammed shot 3 police officers with a pistol at a city intersection before taking their rifles and heading to the nearby French embassy, where he shot the security guard. 6 others were wounded during his shooting spree. Hamza was eventually shot dead.
So many sad stories are on the news across Africa today.
Yes.
This one is from Burkina Faso, where 6 illegal gold miners have died. 6 illegal miners died after sneaking into a gold mine in Burkina Faso, police said Thursday. This led to angry scenes in which the mine was vandalized and vehicles were touched. 7 others were injured after police fired tear gas, survivors say. The artisanal miners had smuggled themselves into the old chambers of the Bisa gold mine in northern Bam province on Wednesday, the police said in a statement.
Illegal gold mining is a thing in Africa. All right, moving away from that to Democratic Republic of Congo. So 12 people died and 4,400 fell sick in Southern Democratic Republic of Congo following a tailings leak from the Katoka diamond mine in Angola in July, the DRC's environment minister said. Nearly 4,500 people have fallen sick and 12 died in Southern Democratic Republic of Congo following a toxic leak from the Katoka diamond mine that produces 75% of Angola's diamonds, the country's environment minister said.
I do hope that the sick ones find the healing as soon as possible. This is now COVID-19 update, and this is AU saying J&J suspends COVID vaccine shipment from South Africa to Europe. The shipping of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine doses to Europe that had been packaged in South Africa has been suspended. African Union envoy Strife Masiyiwa said on Thursday. WHO Director General Tedros Ghebreyesus said last month he was stunned by the arrangement since Europe has very high vaccination rate, while even the most vulnerable people in many African countries had not been vaccinated. Less than 3% of the continent's population has been vaccinated. I totally support this.
I was wondering as well, why are they shipping?
That's the center hub. We have people producing and all of that. And Africa is a place that we're always saying, look, we need more vaccination.
Exactly, and they were having to export vaccinations to Europe.
Back to Europe.
When
right.
I think it was just today or yesterday that the WHO is saying, so there's a global urgent deadline for vaccination of I think 10% of the highly infected in every country to vaccinate 10% at the end of September. And then they're saying it's looking like Africa will not meet up.
Yeah, because even before now,
out of the 52 or 54 African countries have not even hit 1% vaccination.
That's what I'm saying.
And then we're having to see that South Africa is exporting vaccines. I'm glad they actually put a stop to it.
Yeah, please stay safe, guys.
Exactly.
Stay safe.
Okay. All right, with that, it's COVID-19 updates from across Africa. And after that, we will be bringing you today's edition of The Big Story.
TOS TV Network mobile app is now available. You can now catch up on our breaking news, stream our programs live, Watch out for the latest update on sport and politics as they unfold. You can also get notifications for our upcoming programs and events. All these on our TOS TV Network mobile app, available on Apple Store and Google Play Store. TOS TV News from Africa by Africans.
It is still the conversation showing on your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. As always, you can be a part of our social media community. Follow us across all our social media platforms at TOS TV on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And of course, our website is www.tostvnetwork.com. It is the big story, the Friday edition. And today we focus on entertainment, Nigeria's music industry boom. Joining us in the studio this morning is Manny. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
How you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
I was about to say Emmanuel Akumba, but I said, okay, that's your real name. So I'll just say Emmanuel Akumba, aka Manny.
That's fine.
All
That's
right.
actually my name.
Good, good. Oh, so, you know, the music industry today in Nigeria and globally is a major contributor to youth empowerment and employment. And very recently, we've been seeing different collaborations, you know, with international artists. That's Nigeria's musical artists. Just this year alone, Nigeria's Burna Boy also, with his album, grabbed Nigeria's first Grammy as a solo artist. Now, what does this say about Nigeria's music industry generally?
Yeah, it says, and it actually it shows that Afrobeats is global. Afrobeat is now accepted as the master genre that it's supposed to be. Because recently, the artists like Wizkid, Davido, they have really paved the way, Burna Boy inclusive, they have paved the way for younger artists and upcoming artists because they have broken the border. There's no longer a border between foreign artists and African artists in general, not even Nigerian, because from what they have done, Ghanaian artists, South African artists can now sing with foreign artists. It's no longer like a big thing like it used to be before.
Okay.
It's now like the way it's supposed to be. They have made it good. They've made it easy and accessible to sing with. I mean, we had Wizkid sing with Beyonce. We had Shatta Wale sing with Beyonce. We had Yemi Alade sing with Beyonce. That's literally like the biggest artist. And now today we've heard Tems and Drake.
Yeah, Drake featuring Tems.
She featured him. He featured her.
Yeah, not her featuring him.
No,
You know,
he
it's two
featured
different
her.
things.
And like 6 or 7 months ago, Khalid did the same thing with Davido and Tems. Wizkid has sung with countless artists. Wizkid sung with Tems, 2 Nigerian artists. Nigerian artists, there's no feature and they are on the 13th or 14th place on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah.
That's like the pinnacle of success. And it's done by Nigerian artists. So there's no longer a border. We have grown past that notion that Afrobeat is an African genre. It's a worldwide genre because Drake is even infusing his Afrobeats knowledge, which he got from Wizkid, into his music, and he's making excellent music. So Afrobeat it's now. Afrobeat is now.
Okay, it's funny how you say that much about Afrobeat and you make it look like it's generally, you know, the acceptance rate has really grown. But I want to go away from the norms, what we know Afrobeat to be. And I know we have artists like Johnny Drill and people, even Tems, who do alternative music, right? And a lot of persons will say, and I think World too, does, you know, this kind of not really the Afrobeat that we know. And then you see lots of Nigerians say, oh, that's not music for the Nigerian audience. Because I even know when Wizkid's album, when he dropped his album, I think early in the year, people were like, Nigerians didn't really accept it because they felt it wasn't, like he took away the feel, the Afrobeat feel. What do you think about artists, African artists, Nigerian artists who do alternative music? Let me sum it up under and the acceptance rate both here in Africa and outside of Africa.
Yeah, I feel we call it alternative music because we haven't come to the realization that it's actually Afro. I feel that any song created by an African artist is Afrobeat. Because so long as you have lived in Africa and lived in Nigeria, you understand our culture, you understand our music. So whatever it is that you're doing, you're just infusing your knowledge from foreign music into Afro. So it's Afro. Afro beats, we have Afro pop, We have Afro pop is what Adekunle Gold does.
Does, yeah.
Afro soul is what World does. Yeah, we call it Alte, but it's actually Afro. So long as you just infuse your knowledge from pop, country, reggae, everything, you put it into Afro, it's Afro.
So what do you think the acceptance rate is really minimal with Nigerian audience?
No, I don't think it is. I just feel it's growing because once it takes you to convince him that I'm doing something good. Sometimes I might not be paying attention until my attention is drawn to it. We did not know that Thames was a gold mine until she started getting, how will I say? She started getting attention from foreign artists. She started getting it from, now she has sung with Manuel. She got it from Khalid. She got it from Drake. She got it from Davido. So we have accepted it. Just the way Simi came the first time and changed. It takes one artist to change the narrative. So once it's no longer accepted, once an artist comes that's extremely good, he convinces you. He convinces you.
Yeah, so the work just speaks for itself.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I do know that we have so many talents. We have a bunch of talent in Nigeria alone. We're just talking about a few. Calling Thames, Wizkid, Burna Boy. We have some. We have you, Manny. So, what do you think should be done to put us out there? What are you doing, right, to make sure that Afrobeat is out there? Because we've started seeing the wins, the small wins. Exactly. Like is this year alone, we've just been having back to back. So, but we have other people. We have upcoming artists who are giving us good music. We were somewhere the other day. We saw a young guy and he was very energetic, and we need people to actually see these things, because if Drake can know that Thames can sing like this, right, we would have had Thames singing in Drake's album before now. Exactly. So what do you think should be done, and what are you doing as well to make sure that there's that inclusiveness? Yeah,
right now, what upcoming artists like myself are doing is creating awareness using social media. Social media is a platform for showcasing what you've got, because it's pointless having a talent and no one is noticing. So once you have that platform, you use it. Now we have TikTok, we have Instagram, you have their publicity, their public platforms that you can use. You can use radio, you can use, I just feel the limitation for upcoming artists is funding and labels. Because we do not have that funding, we do not have those labels, there's kind of like a restriction for you to be known. Because we have excellent artists in Nigeria that are not heard and probably will not be heard if they do not get the platform. So upcoming artists need to put themselves out there just the way and get discovered, just the way Rema was discovered and Ruga was discovered. So once you put yourself out there, you get discovered.
I don't feel like the essence, the need, like personally, in my opinion, the need for a label. Because we've had exceptional cases where people do not have labels and they became successful. So in my own take, if you ask me, I'll say the need for a label is to have some sort of platform, because they have that audience already, yes? So if you can, as an individual, get your audience personally, do you think you need a label?
Not necessarily.
Because you spoke about social media before now.
Exactly.
So if we had international acts listening to your song without you having a label, wouldn't they still call you? I mean, how does it work? They will,
but then you don't necessarily need a label. You need a management.
Okay.
Because there has to be a structure. You cannot do it on your own.
Yeah, sure.
You cannot be the singer, the project manager. You cannot just do it on your own. So once you have a management, even if you're going to be the person funding it, it's best you have a management that's going to support you and back you.
All right.
If you have a label, it's good. Label is going to do everything for you. All you need to do is just sing and be available to be published. But once you have a management, they will do it for you, and you can now fund it. That's if you have the funds. The key is just the funds, I feel.
Okay.
And the management, because everything needs a structure to be done properly.
All right. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but I know Adesua wants you to sing.
I said that before we started the show. I was like,
so you have to just sing. I mean, it's Friday. They have plans. Want to stay at home, rest them. Just give them something.
I mean, we need to feel the money touch. So
you really need to
I wish I had a guitar here. Do you need one? Do I need to go?
No. I think I just want to hear the vocals. So it's okay. Yeah.
Shawty, you're the only one for me. I'm sorry, I have kata.
Oh,
You know, yet another one, where they make me feel complete. Shawty, you're the only one I need. Knees bent, I'm asking, would you marry me?
please put my name in there.
What's your name?
My name's Adesu.
Alright, Adesua.
Okay.
Adesua, you're the one for me.
This is really nice. Is this your song?
It's my song. It's called Only One. It's off
Okay.
my EP. I just dropped it in April.
All right. Thank you
nice.
so much, Mani, for hanging out
my pleasure.
with us here on the show. It's been an amazing one, I would
Yes,
say.
trust me, it has been.
Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned to the conversation with Adesua and Mani, as well as myself. It's been a wonderful moment with you guys. Just don't forget, you can be a part of our social media community. Follow us across all our social media platforms. That is at TOS TV Network, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, just be safe. All right. I am Merciful Ejinamo.
And my name is Adesu. So thank you for joining us on the show, and we'll see you on Monday.